Claude Mythos just got released. Let me explain what I mean. So a few hours ago, the highly anticipated Claude Mythos model just got released. And if you've been following AI news, you know that they've been teasing about this. It's the most powerful quotation mark conscious model that actually exists out there, right? Quotation mark. Now, there are two different models in reality. One of them is, both of them are still in the same class. They're called the Mythos class, which is the most powerful anthropic model right now. For people like you and me, we only get access to the Fable 5 model, which you will use in the Claude app. So it's available to everyone through the app or the API. And it has full safeguards enabled there. And this is what we're going to be using in our everyday life. Now, for Mythos 5, it's actually a very specific model that nobody can actually access it unless you're part of the Project Glasswing, which is only reserved for US government cyber defenders and infrastructure people, and later bio researchers. So basically, some secret US top people can have access to this model because it has a safeguard lifted. The only difference between the two models, it has a very, very high guardrails and safeguards in there. So what's different? What's so different? Now, the biggest change that I can find for Fable 5 right now is that it claims to be the state-of-the-art vision model. So from just screenshots, it can rebuild web apps from its own, which we will actually test for the first time. I haven't tested it, so this will be live with you guys to see how good it is. And you can beat Pokemon Fire Red on vision alone. And they claim that if you go to the release notes, they actually use the model taking screenshots from the Pokemon game and have Claude actually beat the game, right? The Pokemon game. And same with Slay Spy, if you know the game. The second thing is that it has millions of tokens of context window. Now, if you didn't know, LLMs like Gemini and GPT has like 1 million context window, but now for Fable 5, it has millions of tokens of context window. So you can read the entire code bases, whole histories, but the cost obviously is going to be expensive. It's also very good for coding and science. And for the cost, right now it's $10 per million input tokens and $50 per million output tokens. That's twice as expensive as Opus 4.8. But for now, it's actually no extra cost. So if you already have a Pro plan, Max plan, Team plan, or Enterprise plan, between 9th of June and 22nd of June, it will be included at no extra cost. But from June 23rd onwards, every time you use Fable, it will move to usage credits, basically a pay per use, kind of like a pay as you go structure. But that is because the demand for Fable 5 will be extremely high. As you can imagine, people would just create all sorts of crazy apps with it. So if you're a developer or a Vibe coder, take advantage of these 2 weeks, just go crazy with it and see what happens. And now, enough of the theory stuff, let's actually get straight into how to use it. So the first way to actually use it is actually through the Claude app. As you can see, I got a notification, Fable 5, our most capable model ever, so try Fable 5. Now, if we have access to Fable 5, it's included until 22nd of June. And then you can just do whatever you want with it. That's one way of doing it, but my way, as you probably know, and probably most of you, the more powerful app is obviously Claude Code. So I have VS Studio Code terminal opened, and all I have to do is type in the command Claude // model Fable. So this command will activate Claude Code and will set Fable 5 as the default model for Claude Code. So now that I have Claude Code open in my workspace, so what I'm going to do is test out the vision, right? So what I'm going to do is go to a random website. So I'm going to go to Stripe and I'm going to screenshot this. Boop. I'm going to put this here. The screenshot is here. And then I will be like, build me this web app. Okay, so now it created a index.html. Yeah, I'm just great. And as you can see, it finishes creating the website. So let's compare the two. Financial infrastructure. Now, obviously, the color is a little bit off. Sign of Google, not bad. Dashboard, just from the front end perspective. Yeah, it's trying. I can see it's trying. It's flexible solutions. Oh, we actually got the logo name correct. It has both of these. Let's see how accurate that is. Yeah, it's close enough. Bear in mind, my prompt was literally build me the app. That's it. Right. So on its own, with even just one line of prompt, it's really good. Honestly, I'm very excited to do more videos on actually building, or just building crazy apps and just see what happens with the capability of this model, just to test out how capable they actually are. But yeah, if you enjoyed this kind of content, remember to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Happy building.